You don't have to be a movie star on a set. You can be nice and you can still be great at your craft.
Cannes is a big moment. For an actor, it's a huge moment.
Sure.
Big fan.
This is one of my biggest fans. जो सिर्फ खाना खाने जा भी चल. People say that when you're in a relationship, you know, the female fan following start dropping and you know you should not post with your girlfriend. I think that's bullshit.
Ayush, welcome to Cannes.
Thank you so much.
Your first time, so I thought why not do one traditional French
Of course.
breakfast,
Yeah,
coffee and croissant.
It's so pretty also, no? Like just sitting here, the weather is good.
This is one of my favorite little cafes, so I got you some mini croissant.
Oh, thank you so much.
And
thank
some
you so
pain au
much.
chocolat.
Oh, pain au chocolat, pain au
Yeah.
chocolat. Yes, yes,
And
of
there's a
course.
bunch of lots of stuff that please feel free to eat
Of course,
while
of
we
course.
talk. So how are you doing? What is the food meter, sleep meter, rest meter? Does anyone prepare you for how much of a whirlwind Cannes can be?
Yeah, like, you know, everyone said it's going to be hectic. But I was like, हाँ कितना ही hectic हो जाएगा? Shoot से ज़्यादा hectic क्या ही हो सकता है? But then when you come here, you realize that, oh my God, it is a lot because it is it starts at like 9 o'clock, your meetings start at 10 o'clock, and then it just goes back to back to back to back. And you know, there are times where the sun over here sets at 9:30.
So you don't even
yeah,
realize.
I don't even realize
Yeah.
that I'm like, why am I feeling hungry now? And I check the time and I'm like, it's 9 o'clock. And like yesterday, we were just walking and I was like, I feel like having a coffee and I'm feeling hungry. Why am I like feeling hungry and feeling like having a coffee? And it was sunny. So I thought 4 baje honge. I said, it's 8:30 and I was like, oh, I cannot have coffee and
It throws you off.
Yeah. So timings are a little off, but it's super fun. It's exactly what I would have imagined Cannes to be. Yeah, like you know.
You also came in knowing that you want to watch a bunch of films.
Yeah.
What was on your agenda? What was that excitement like before you came in?
I am only here for the films. Like I am here, like I told my team as well. Like if you make me skip the red carpet and make me watch the film, I am okay with that, because you know I like watching films. I'm a huge fan of cinema. I knew about all of them, like not from now, like from 10 years. I've been watching all these directors' work since like I don't know how long. So I really like watching films. In India, I watch 2 films a week in the theatre.
Really?
Yeah, there's a mandate. I sit with my chocolate popcorn, which is not a good thing. And
Allowed hai. Theatre mein sab allowed hai.
Exactly. When you're watching a film, I do not like watching a film without, like, you know, your favorites. Like a chocolate popcorn I would have, and I would have coffee, and I would just watch a film. That's all I need to watch.
So what have you been able to watch here?
I watched, the first day was Mad Max, Furiosa.
You're a
And
huge George Miller fan?
I'm a huge George Miller fan. Like, my lord, the stories I've heard about him, he's an icon. Like, he's made Fury Road when he was like 70 or 72, and he made it how? So I'm a huge George Miller fan, and to be just seeing him live, I was like, wow, dude. And obviously,
Like starstruck?
Starstruck, of course, with George Miller, but when you look on the right, you can't look at anyone else because there's such a good looking man over there, Chris Hemsworth. My lord, he looks so good in person. Guys,
I hope you gave him my love.
I gave him my girlfriend's love, my mother's love, women across me, everyone's love I gave him. So I gave him mine also. I was like, please, hi. And Viraj and Karishma got a photo and they started like, you know, showing off to me, and I was like, I will die in hell.
But next year actually marks 15 years of Ayush Mehra, the actor.
Oh, wow. 15?
It's a lot.
That's a lot. I think 15 is... नहीं
नहीं.
गलत है 15 I think हो सकता है, सही भी हो सकता है, मुझे नहीं पता.
But I was watching a TED talk you did about 5 years ago where you talked about how important it is to really sort of enjoy the struggle journey as well
100%.
so that you can savor the success. Cannes is a big moment. For an actor, it's a huge moment.
Yeah, big fan. Yeah.
Oh, thanks man. Love you. You know, fans are everywhere.
Aja, have a croissant.
I'm looking for a place.
नहीं खाना नहीं मिल रहा था ना, have a croissant.
So this is my huge fan.
Yeah, man.
This is one of my
wallpaper है.
yeah, I'm his wallpaper. This is one of my biggest fans. जो सिर्फ खाना का नहीं, जा भी चल.
घर किधर है?
He's one of the sweetest people. He has his Gujarati film coming out, and I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him.
You also have an incredible chemistry, the both of you. The internet loves it.
I love him because I remember when I used to do a lot of ads, like I've done like 300 to 400 ads. And then Filter Copy picked me up to do the digital sketches. My first sketch was with Viraj, where I had to slap him.
Yeah.
And I was slapping him like, and he was like, "Jor se marna." And I was like, dude, acting it, like relax, like it's conveying the same thing. He was like, no, then I won't feel like we're doing 100%. And I was like, okay. Then I whacked him and then he was like, oh, the reaction. So he's that kind of a guy. He's very loving, very giving. I truly admire him a lot. Like he's very sweet as a human being.
Yeah. Can we come back to your TED Talk?
Sorry, yes. We were at the TED Talk.
We are at a TED Talk.
Yes, we are at a TED Talk.
No, but honestly, how are you savoring this moment at Cannes?
You know, I always thought that I'm going to come here with my film. Like
you were at TIFF?
Yes, I was at TIFF with
Which is also a great film festival.
Exactly. And I always thought that I would come with a film. And then when I got this opportunity with Brute, I was like, dude, I'm a cinema lover. I'm an actor. I love watching films. Why not? So, you know, and then started the journey. So then I'm just very grateful about it. I'm very happy that I'm surrounded by incredible actors and directors who are up there, because Cannes is like the #1 film festival, and you know, to be surrounded by such brilliant minds puts you in a place where you're so inspired by them. You want to achieve those same things. You want to try doing something as great. Not that we're not trying to do that, but you know, that's what it means to me when I come here. Like it's filling me up with all the inspiration, energy, motivation to go back and be like, okay, now let's do it again. Let's start again with a film or a show or something like that, which can probably come here. So it's that.
It actually makes me think. I was going through your filmography, and you had worked for about 10 years as an actor. And suddenly we see you take on a gig as an AD on Uri, the surgical strike.
Yes.
And I was very curious by that, because I don't see many actors doing that. You had done a substantial amount of work. What did that experience do for you? And how did ego never not come in the way?
So, you know, I always feel that learning is learning. Like I was doing ads before that, and I was doing digital sketches, so I had become a little popular on the internet, and I had done a show called Please Find Attached on YouTube, which became very big.
Listen, you were the internet's darling.
Thank you so much. But I was always inclined towards the process of filmmaking. I always feel there's a lot to learn, always, and I feel that was my thought, that even if I did not become an actor at that point of time, I want to be around this world. Like, you know, I want to be able to direct or produce or write. And I am interested in all of these things. And I know I will do all of these things. But primarily, when I was assisting, I enjoyed being an actor the most. Because, you know, it was about being very honest. Not that the other departments are not being honest, but it's a medium through which you can see the honesty. And I really enjoyed that part. I feel I am an honest human being in life. So that really drew me towards...
So what was it like on that set, where suddenly it's not about the hair and makeup for you, but it's really about ADs have it pretty rough, huh?
And I've assisted on 4 films.
Okay.
Uri was my 4th. So, you know, Uri was the toughest because I assisted only a little while on it, because there was a DA already on it, but he had injured his leg. So then I was the replacement on it, because I know Aditya since before.
Okay.
I had assisted on a film of his before that. So I was used to vans.
One
And
can
then
get used to vans.
You get on a set, and after lunch, you're like, okay, now I gotta just like sit here. But it was humbling, and to be working with brilliant people on that set, like Vicky is such a sweet guy. He's such a humble guy. If you would ask him anything about any shot, and the ease with which he used to do everything was just so beautiful, and it would just inspire you to be like, hey, dude, I want to be like him. And he was so humble on set. I was like, if I have to be like anyone, I have to be like this guy. Like, you know, he's so sincere in his craft. He is very hardworking. He's very dedicated, and he's very nice to everyone.
Yeah.
And despite all that, he still achieves the result. Like, you don't have to be
So it shows that it's possible.
Yes, it is possible. And for young actors like me, that is something which I want to leave behind, for people to be like, oh, he's a very easy guy to talk to. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And he's still sincere, he's still nice. You don't have to be a movie star on a set. You can be nice and you can still be great at your craft. So that's something which is, I would be like, okay, fair enough, man. This is aloning.
How does one stay positive in a long journey like this? Because you give out this very sunshine energy. So I'm actually curious to know. I'm sure you have down days.
I have down days. Pan au
What are you
chocolat.
when you're
Pan au chocolat.
Nothing
is
but pan au chocolat can fix.
So, you know, there is no point stressing. I have this simple math, which is phenomenal. I don't know if it's phenomenal for you or me, but I always calculate that, okay, you're going to live for around 70-75 years, roughly. I am 32, which means I have another 32 plus 10, which means I have 42 years left. I will do it in 42 years. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? There's a lot of time. So when you cut time out of the equation, then all your anxiety starts dropping. So you're just like, okay, things take time. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not happened overnight for anyone. And whoever it's happened for overnight also, there is a certain amount of price to pay after a point of time. So I just feel that slow and steady always wins the race. Like, you know, it's that.
I'm not sure what my question is here, but I've been curious about the fact that, like I said, you are the internet's darling. The female following is there for everyone to see. You've always been extremely open about your relationship. How have you managed to make sure the girls stay hooked, knowing that you are in a committed relationship?
I think they stay hooked because they know I'm in a committed relationship, and they find that adorable, and they find that they want that for themselves as well.
We'll ask them in the comments. Is that why you stay hooked?
It's aspirational for them, and I've been dating Ashna since I think a while now. Like, it's going to be like 17, 18 years.
She expects you to remember. Yes, 17,
yes,
okay.
18 years. It's going to be, our relationship is going to turn adult this year.
Me too, by the way.
Oh,
it's a long time. Congratulations.
Yeah,
we are adorable.
Yes. So, you know, it's about, people say that when you're in a relationship, you know, the female fan following start dropping, and, you know, you should not post with your girlfriend. I think that's bullshit. I feel people respect, people are smart, people understand, they find it more endearing.
And the content is cute.
Yeah, it's not even about the content, it's just about the reality. Like, I wouldn't want anything bad for a person I like, you know, and if that person's finding happiness in that person, I would really be like, oh wow, dude, they're having such a good time. So I think the audiences are smart now. It's not one of those previous times के women fan शादी के बाद या dating के बाद women fan following कम हो जाएगी आपकी. I think that's all rubbish. I said I will be. If you feel that's not possible, then I will defy the odds. I will do that.
You're a man on a mission. I want to leave you by asking you, what is it that you're taking from this experience at Cannes? What will be like a lasting memory for you?
You know, watching a lot of films I've watched 3 films. Watching a lot of films, you know, meeting people, meeting you. This is my first trip. So a lot of these things will stay with me. Also, being in this environment with the fraternity from not only India but
All over the world.
all over the world just inculcates a hustler attitude even more, because I have been a hustler all my life. And I see so many people over here, even after making their films or their films premiering here, they're still trying to get to the next one and still trying to expand their horizons. So I feel I will take all of that with me as well, because it's not a small realm, it's the world you have to conquer. So it's something which I've learned in this festival, that don't only think about what you got to do next, think about the bigger picture in life, which I always feel is very important, but I like it's just re-inculcated in me, and I'm gonna be like, okay, fair enough, like we'll start thinking about expanding our horizons.
That's nice. That's what. It just really broadens your horizon and also is a check in how small you and I are in the larger scheme of
and
things. You know what I mean?
It's so inspirational to be around these people. Yeah. Genuinely, it's like an honor to be in the same room as Mr. Francis Ford Coppola. Like, do you know that he's coming back after 50 years, and I've seen his Godfather. I've seen Godfather when I was 18. I am 16 years. No, how many? Mera math hi bura hai. 14 years. 14 years later, I get to be in the same room as Francis Ford Coppola. It's surreal for me.
And
like,
I
you know what I'm
you're
trying to say?
savoring the moment.
Yeah, because with George Miller, like I've seen the previous Mad Max when I was 19, when I was studying understanding cinema. So I had to watch all the great classic films. I watched it 10, 12 years back, and to be in the room with them, it's just like, really, is this happening? I don't know. So it was that.
Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
You've been watching FC at Cannes 2024 in association with entertainment partner Airtel Xstream Fiber, beauty partner Lakme, podcast partner Amazon Music, and travel partner Air France.